Welcome to Limitless Mindset, the channel where transformation begins with a single thought. Today, we dive into one of the most misunderstood, underestimated, and yet most powerful forces in the human experience: forgiveness. For many, forgiveness sounds like surrender. It sounds like weakness. But the truth is, forgiveness is one of the strongest, most courageous acts you can take to free yourself from emotional chains. It is not about excusing the harm done to you. It is about choosing to heal, about choosing peace over poison, about choosing growth over grudges. In this video, we'll explore why forgiveness is not just about others, but is deeply, personally about you, and how mastering it can unlock personal freedom, unshakable strength, and a life of emotional and mental clarity. What forgiveness is and is not. Forgiveness is often confused with forgetting, with letting people walk over you, with pretending things didn't happen. But forgiveness is not about pretending. It's not about denying pain. It's about choosing to stop letting that pain control you. It's the act of setting yourself free from the emotional prison of resentment. When you hold onto anger, bitterness, and pain, you're the one drinking the poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Forgiveness is choosing not to let that poison live in your mind rent-free. It's not for the other person, it's for you. You don't need an apology to forgive. You don't need the other person to acknowledge their wrongdoing. Forgiveness is an inner decision that says, I refuse to carry this weight anymore. And that decision, that's where your personal power begins. Why holding grudges is silently destroying you. Grudges feel powerful. They feel justified. But in truth, they slowly eat you from the inside out. Resentment is a silent killer of joy. It keeps you emotionally tethered to the past, to pain, and to people who don't deserve that power over your mind. Science backs this up. Studies show that holding on to resentment can raise stress levels, weaken your immune system, increase anxiety and depression, and even lead to chronic health issues. Emotionally, grudges make your world smaller. They build walls, not boundaries. They make you distrustful, defensive, and guarded. And that blocks you from experiencing deep, fulfilling relationships, both with others and with yourself. The power of radical forgiveness. There's forgiveness, and then there's radical forgiveness. Radical forgiveness means going deeper. It means not just releasing the anger, but seeing the bigger picture. It means shifting your perspective from victimhood to victory. Radical forgiveness asks, what did this pain teach me? How did it shape me? Where did I grow? It's about turning wounds into wisdom. It's about recognizing that while you didn't deserve what happened, you do deserve to be free from its grip. When you engage in radical forgiveness, you reclaim your narrative. You stop defining yourself by your pain and start defining yourself by your strength. And that's the beginning of transformation. Forgiving yourself. The hardest, most important step. Forgiving others is one thing. Forgiving yourself? That's where many people get stuck. We hold on to guilt, shame, and regret like emotional anchors. We replay mistakes over and over, thinking that self-punishment is the price for growth. But the truth is, you cannot become your best self if you're still beating yourself up for your worst moments. Self-forgiveness is not about avoiding accountability. It's about owning your past, learning from it, and choosing to move forward with integrity. It's about saying, I did the best I could with what I knew at the time, and now I know better. Personal growth doesn't come from perfection. It comes from persistence, from resilience, from a commitment to becoming better, even after failure. How to forgive. Practical strategies. So how do you actually forgive? It starts with intention. You have to want freedom more than you want revenge. You have to want peace more than you want to be right. Here are practical steps. Acknowledge the pain. Stop running from it. Sit with your emotions. Journal them. Speak them out. Be honest about what hurt you. Separate the person from the pain. Understand that people act from their own wounds. Hurt people hurt people. This doesn't excuse them. It explains them. Shift the narrative. Instead of focusing on what was done to you, focus on what you're going to do with that experience. Set boundaries if needed. Forgiveness doesn't mean inviting toxicity back into your life. It means releasing the anger and setting boundaries to protect your peace. Repeat as needed. Forgiveness isn't always a one-time event. Sometimes you have to forgive the same thing over and over until it finally releases you. The freedom forgiveness brings. Imagine walking through life without the weight of bitterness. Imagine no longer being triggered by the mention of someone's name. Imagine reclaiming your mental space for joy, for purpose, for love. That's what forgiveness gives you. It gives you your power back. It breaks the emotional chains that have kept you stuck. It returns you to yourself. It frees up your energy to pursue dreams, build relationships, and live fully. Forgiveness transforms your energy. You radiate differently. People feel safer around you. You become more grounded, more compassionate, more at peace. And most importantly, you stop defining yourself by your pain and start living from your power. Forgiveness is a lifestyle, not an event. Real forgiveness isn't something you do once. It's something you live. It's a lens through which you view the world. A mindset that says, I choose to release what doesn't serve me. When you live a lifestyle of forgiveness, you stop absorbing every offense. You start filtering life through compassion, through grace, through strength. This doesn't mean you become naive. It means you become powerful, because now you control your emotions. You decide how much space pain gets in your life, and you choose your healing over and over again. You become unshakable, peaceful, free. This is Limitless Mindset. And your mindset, it has the power to change everything. Subscribe for more content that transforms pain into power and helps you build the life you were meant to live.